Hi, Kayla.
Hi, can you okay?
Am I okay?
No, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I
Oh,
can.
okay. I got a little pop-up that said, "Oh, your microphone and your camera might not be working the right way."
Oh,
I know.
no, it's fine.
Great. How are you?
I'm good. I feel like time just flies by constantly, and I don't
Yeah,
have
I
time
feel
to
the
get
same
everything
way.
done.
Yep, I totally can understand that.
I know it's like I get up in the morning, the next thing you know, it's evening.
Yes, totally. I have a bad habit of over planning things though, and I like put in more than I think I can handle. Uh,
I don't really
You're like, maybe I
that
can relate to that.
well some days, but most days not. It just feels like everything takes a long time to do.
Mm-hmm.
I did my what's today? Monday. Yesterday morning, I tortured myself and did my taxes.
Oh God, that's on my list too.
Oh, it was so painful
It's
because
painful.
I have to pay.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah. So I had never set up, I never had to, so I've set up estimated taxes going
Oh,
forward. But it
yeah.
was just, yeah, it's hard to write a check to the government.
Agreed. When they're letting us down, it's like, what are you actually doing?
Exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah, extremely frustrating.
But it's done
Mm,
and
yes,
put it behind me.
exactly. Pretend it didn't
But
happen.
it was awful. I had the worst headache when I got done. Yes, I'm
Isn't that
staring at the
interesting?
computer, and this is the first time that I always import my investment account data, and they made me go through and verify every single sale this year,
Oh,
which I've
come
never had to do
on.
before. And of course, they didn't import and list in the same order that they were on my statements. So
Right.
that was that was very trying, but I did it.
Oh, gosh. Well, I'm glad you got it done, but yeah, I can hear how frustrating that is. Mm,
It's very frustrating. So
yep.
I think next year I might just find somebody to do my taxes.
For sure, for sure. So it's sometimes worth it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think so. So
Yeah.
anyway, but it's done.
Good. Good, good. Yeah, that reminded me. It's on my to-do list and I'm like, "Oh God, when am I gonna have time to do that?"
I know, and because I'm leaving on vacation, I was like, I got to get this done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where's the next trip? I forget.
Mediterranean cruise.
Oh, you're doing a
Yes.
Mediterranean cruise?
Yes, a Viking.
Oh, I'm dying to hear about it.
Yeah, it's really it's kind of interesting. So some friends of the lady who's going with me, they're on the same cruise right now.
Uh-huh.
So they're like sending us, oh, this is what we did today. This is what we're doing tomorrow. So we're gonna kind of get a feel for what some of the tours are.
How long is it?
Mm. So the cruise itself is 7 days, and we added on 3 days at the beginning in Barcelona and 3 days in Rome at the end.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
So we'll
amazing.
be gone for
Yes.
2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to that part of the world?
I've been to Barcelona, so I'm very excited to go back, but not the other places.
Mm. How cool. That is
Yeah,
incredible.
it'll be fun.
So where are the stops?
Marseille, Set, where else? Do you think I could remember? Um, we're going to be in Tuscany for a day.
Oh, nice.
Um, is it Monaco, I think?
Oh, I'd love to go there.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a snapshot of
Mm-hmm.
each place. So we're trying to maximize um not only do the tours that we're going to be on, but we like to, if there's an afternoon, we just stay in town and
Mm-hmm.
explore on our own.
Right.
So
That'll be so awesome. Oh my
I'm
yeah,
gonna
gosh.
be following you.
I'll be doing
Hmm.
pictures, Tina. You know
Good.
me. I've always got
Yes.
pictures.
I
I have a friend who
love
just,
photos.
Kayla, do you know Hetty Pamazzi?
Ooh, no, I don't.
Okay, so I worked with her at the hospital, but she and they've been on a Viking trip in like Bangkok, and they were in Japan. It's been a
Ooh.
tremendous. I mean, she's been doing pictures. It's been beautiful.
That's
Mm,
a good idea too. Gosh,
Yeah,
I love cruises because you get a little taste of
me
multiple
too.
areas and
yeah,
then you
yeah.
can be like, oh, I really love that. I'd love to go back more without
Hmm.
like making a huge commitment to one place without really knowing.
Right. And Viking is very educational, which is what I
Cool.
like about it. It's not touristy. So there's a lot
Mm,
of, you learn about the places that you're going.
sweet. I think I would prefer that too. Huh.
Isn't
Yeah.
the Viking smaller ships?
Yeah. So the ocean cruise, they have less than 1,000 people
Hmm. And it's more
and
adults, no kids, right?
all adults.
Yeah.
And then we've done a riverboat cruise, and that is usually about 250 people, maybe. So
Hmm.
it's very small. I loved it. I mean, you could literally be in places on the ship where there is nobody else.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So nice. Yeah.
I've always
Mm.
done the Princess cruise ships, but
Hmm.
I'm kind of interested in just an adult one.
Yeah. I mean, it's really nice.
Awesome. Writing it down. Thanks for sharing all that. Well, I'm excited for you. That sounds like a really, really
Yeah. So that'll
awesome
be fun.
trip.
I
Hmm.
haven't explained to the dog yet that she's going to be boarding for like almost 3 weeks, but
Oh,
it'll be fine. She likes other people, so she'll be fine.
That's that's awesome. Well, good. All right, ladies. Well, hi, Tina. I'm really glad you're here too.
hey.
Um, Tonight is kind of just like a catch up a little bit, kind of an open talk about how we're doing, what you want to work on, and it can be all the way back from stuff we talked about in January till now. And then I was hopeful maybe we would talk a little bit more about fascia at the end, and then leave
Mhm.
you with a little goal for the week.
I actually did something. I went out to dinner this weekend, and I went out to breakfast. And I've kind of like avoided trying not to do stuff like that, but I was very conscious. I went to the Fat Crow for dinner,
Oh, so good.
and I
Mm.
had fish tacos. It was yellowfin tuna. It was delicious. So it was
Mm.
like a good choice. And then for breakfast, I actually went to Bickford's, and this is funny.
Where is there a
Not
Bickford's?
Bickford's, Ramontos.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, okay, okay.
I
used
always
to be
say that.
Pickford's.
It
Yeah.
did used to be things.
Yeah. And I had poached egg on toast, but I had them do spinach and slice of tomato. And I
Oh,
didn't use
yum.
and I had the hollandaise sauce on the side and only put like a dab of it.
Nailed
And
it.
yep, they're like spinach and tomato. And I'm like, yep, that's what I want.
Yeah, that's a Florentine version. That's one
I
of my
love
favorites.
that. That's my
Mhm.
favorite.
Oh,
It's interesting that Tina says that because I follow a lot of like food trucks and stuff like that, and
Mhm.
Wicked Groovy Grill
Oh, I saw them.
is in Brattleboro, but I look at the pictures of their food and I am so grossed out by it.
Hmm.
I mean, like mac and cheese and
Oh,
then
yeah.
these enormous fat burgers with bacon and mac and cheese on them. And it's like, I'm not even interested,
No, nope.
wow. Isn't
which
that
is, it's a
cool?
good thing.
Yes. Yep.
That's fantastic, Eleanor. Like, you have really moved your body away from craving those kind of foods because you know what it feels like to eat really healthy, and your body wants that more now. And your body
Yeah.
knows, like, hey, those foods are more nourishing, and I know that food's abundant. I don't need those high calorie, high fat, like greasy foods. So you're not craving them anymore, ever. And that's a really, really cool thing to notice. And Tina, same with you, like making those decisions about your food and being intentional. You still had a great time and you ate
Oh,
really
yeah.
healthy, and I'm sure it was still very tasty.
Oh, I
Uh,
loved it. Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
And
so
I only
cool.
actually ate one and I was stuffed. And so later on, I had the other one because it's two tacos.
Oh,
Hmm.
heck
And
yeah.
so I just waited later on in the evening and had the second one.
Good. So you listen to your body.
Yep.
And the other part I'm curious about is, when before you sat down to eat, I wonder if you were in a more relaxed state where your body could focus more on just like digesting and food, and maybe you ate a little slower.
Yep, I
Those
did.
all can contribute to us filling up quicker.
Yeah, I
Um,
kept setting it down and drinking more water in between. And yes.
oh my goodness, what beautiful things to notice. And then being able to recognize, like, oh my gosh, these are things we're working on and I'm doing them.
And
I'm
I
implementing them.
looked at the menu ahead of time.
Oh,
Oh, I always do that.
Me too. I do it
Yes.
more and more now.
huge. Oh my gosh. And it didn't put a burden on your day, did it?
No, no, not at all. Nope.
Easy peasy. Oh my gosh. Planning ahead can be really easy. And I think a lot of it comes down to you both have become very knowledgeable in good health habits. And once you've practiced them, they're much easier and it takes away some of that mental load of trying to figure things out. So planning becomes much easier.
Mhm.
Wow. That is so cool.
Yep. I felt good about it.
Yes, and you should. And I'm really glad that we get to celebrate that right now with you. And so thank you for sharing it.
Mhm.
Cool. All
Although I do have
right.
to admit, today we had a senior social and they had these little dishes of jelly beans on the table. I love jelly beans.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I probably ate 10 of them, which is probably not
Okay.
in the scheme of things horrible, but
No.
it was one of those things where I just kept eating them. It's like, oh my gosh, these are so good. And I haven't had them forever,
Yes.
but they were good. But then they were gone. So I stopped.
Oh, good. That is the slippery slope is when it's like little bite-sized things where you're just like, oh, I'll just
Mhm.
have a few. And then all of a sudden you're not paying attention. And you're having another and then another. And before you know it, you're like, oh my gosh, I had so many of those.
Yeah. And I can tell when I've had sugar because I feel like crap later. Like, okay, I need
Mhm.
Hmm.
Me
Yeah, that's
too.
what.
I get the same feeling when I do.
sugar.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kayla,
Yeah.
your hair looks fabulous.
Thanks, I got it done today.
It looks good.
Thank you so much. It feels good. I'm like, wow, I feel this is so nice today. Oh, thank you for saying that. Well, beautiful. And Eleanor, I know you'll probably have a plan on your cruise and just being, enjoying it, but also being aware of like how much you're eating and what you're eating. Like, I know you're really good at prioritizing protein.
Well, and my friend that's going with me, she has over the last 2 years lost 100 pounds.
That's
So she
amazing.
actually eats very small meals. And we've already talked about it. It's like we don't have to go to dinner every night. I mean, if we don't feel like going to dinner, we'll just get some snacks or something and have them in our room.
Hmm.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's not
Mm-hmm.
necessary to hit every single buffet on the cruise.
Nope.
Agreed. Yep. I know once you've had one, you've had them all. And,
Yeah.
the other thing we're kind of figuring out more in the nutrition space is like, especially in the American culture, dinner is often our biggest meal, and it
Yeah.
really shouldn't be. So
Right.
if you can shift that to being like, okay, I'm going to have maybe a little bit of a bigger breakfast or mid-morning brunch, then that's going to fuel you for all your activities for the day.
Mhm.
And then by dinner time, it's like, oh, I'm ready to just settle in, have a couple snacks, and then go to bed.
Yeah, and I actually prefer to have a big breakfast.
Yeah, perfect.
So I
I think
think, I mean,
that's,
the two of us will travel well together and we both are on the same wavelength as far as food goes.
yeah, yeah. Have you traveled before together?
We have.
Good,
Yeah.
good, good. It's important to know how your buddy travels and what they do and what their lifestyle's like and what they want because
Yeah.
I've had people it's really easy to be with and they match up with your habits and stuff, and then other people
Oh,
don't, and you're like,
same with me.
bah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
we do travel well together.
Beautiful. Oh
Yeah,
gosh,
so
I
it'll
love
be
that
good.
so much.
I'm not worried about food at all because I really have gotten to the point where I just eat when I feel like I need something.
Yeah, you're definitely
Hmm.
moved into an intuitive eating space.
Yeah,
And the type of foods you crave and reach for are a healthier choice.
right. I mean, there will be some opportunities to, okay, we know they have a gelato bar.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be a treat. at night, but we also are like, let's just have gelato for dinner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for
So
sure.
we might do something
Absolutely.
like that.
And this is this much of a moment in your life. Like it's okay. You're gonna be
Yeah,
okay. You've
exactly.
developed so much consistency and habits in your life that you're gonna come back. You might take a couple days to recoup, but you're gonna pick up where you left off and move forward.
I have discovered that I actually haven't weighed myself for a while because I was getting so frustrated that the scale doesn't move. So I thought, you know what, I'm just not gonna weigh myself for a while.
Hmm.
Hmm.
How's that sitting with you?
Actually, I feel okay about it.
Good.
I kind of go by how clothes are fitting and, how I'm
That's funny
feeling.
you say that because I was getting frustrated too, that I felt like I was just, every time I stepped on it, it was the same amount.
Yeah,
But I'm losing inches because, like, my pants and my legs and stuff and my waist, I'm noticing a big difference. So I know I'm
Wow.
losing inches.
yeah.
Cool.
So scale's less important, really.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to highlight there's a new culture shock going on, especially for women closer to your age, with the GLP-1s and everyone diving
Mm-hmm.
into that. It's like all you're seeing now is your friends like posting huge number loss amounts, like, oh, I've lost 20 pounds, I've lost 30, 40, 50. And so you're seeing that all the time, and you just go like, well, wait, why am I not losing numbers
Yes.
on the scale?
Mm-hmm.
So even if that's subconscious, you're just getting fed a different like version of a social norm now, right? Or like a way you should be, or how you should look, or how you should keep up with everyone. So I'm curious if there's an element of that, but I'm really, really proud of you both for just like, going inside and being like, I want to pay more attention to my energy, how I'm feeling, how my clothes are fitting, because that scale, it's frustrating me, and then I'm stressed about it, and that stress is just compounding and making it harder to lose or feel good. So,
I think it is a little bit of that where you see other people like dropping like crazy. So you do want to be, like, the same. But then on the flip side, you don't want to because you want it to come off slower.
yes,
I don't want it to
yes,
come off fast. I'd rather have it come off slower so that I know it's going to stay off.
Right. And
yes.
also that you don't have to worry about when you stop taking the GLP-1s that you're going to gain it all back.
And the big thing they're finding is people are losing a lot of muscle with it, which is a sad
Hmm.
part.
Yeah.
There's a way to take them and not have that happen, but a lot of people are not being guided in that way. Not to their fault. And not to the doctor's fault either. It's just the system doesn't allow the doctor to spend enough time with the person. It's just like, okay, this is how you take it. This is when you take it. Just take it. And then there's no guidance on like, okay, what kind of food should you be eating? How should you be exercising to keep this on? How should you be
Mhm.
sleeping? All those other habits that are extremely important. Um, to, make this the most effective treatment for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing too, Tina, if, we were to fall or something at our ages, we have a little pad to fall onto.
Yep.
Wow, silver, like you can find a silver lining with anything, and that
Oh,
was a
yeah.
really good one.
Hmm.
But, I feel healthy and I have
Yes.
my bone density was fine. It was normal, which is pretty good for 69-year-old. So I'm
Yes,
not losing
ma'am.
any bone. Oh, hold on. Shannon, my dog has gotten this really weird habit lately of wanting to chew on like the legs of chairs and stuff.
Oh,
Uh,
I
yes.
don't know
I've seen
why. I mean,
that.
she's 3. It's not like she's teething.
Yeah, 3 years old, that's odd. That might be like an
Yeah,
anxiety thing,
I
and
think so. It's because I'm not paying attention to her.
uh-huh.
yeah, and
So
it's a
she,
stick, right?
yeah, exactly. So she's being a brat. It's not like she doesn't have toys to chew on.
Yeah, of course.
She does. So
You have to get one that
anyway,
looks like a stick.
yeah, she has a really cool toy cow. That's a chew toy. I
Oh,
got a
good.
subscription to Bark, so every month she gets a whole box of toys.
Spoiled.
Not very
That's cute. Okay, well, do you all have any questions? Anything you want to go over? Talk about anything personal going on?
Well, I was sad that I missed the fascia talk because I already had something that night. I'm actually going to miss this Thursday night too. Do we have to speak?
Friday.
Oh, is
It's
it Friday?
Noah. Yep, Noah Morgan
Okay,
is the
Friday
owner
night.
of Pale Horse, and he's
Oh,
coming
okay.
Friday. Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'll be good because Thursday night I'm going to a concert.
Oh, fun.
So, but Friday night I'm good. Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah. Yep, that'll be a good
Um,
one.
I think there was a period of time, I feel much better about it now, but I felt like when we had Dr. Biggie and then we talked about so we talked about hormones and then we've talked about a lot of different things and I had this sense of being like overwhelmed with information. And I think that's also when I decided to stop weighing myself. I'm like, this is like too mind-boggling because I you get to the point where you don't quite know, okay, what is it that I should be doing? What is the magic
Mm-hmm.
formula for me to be successful?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's easy to say, I'm going to blame it on my hormones or I'm going to blame it on this. And yeah, so I was feeling a little overwhelmed there for like a week or so. But I go back and I listen to the talks again. And I'm like, I try to just pick out pertinent things for me and
Cool.
tuck it away in my head, but not stress about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really important. I was reflecting a little bit about that as well. How, there's this much information way out here, and we tried to make it like this. It's still a lot.
Yeah.
Um, but the big, the overarching themes of each month, those are like the big focuses, to be honest. You
Hmm.
need a good mindset, you need nutrition, you need movement, and then last is nervous system regulation. And there's little subtopics in there, but those are, some of the big four categories to help you be healthy. And I think for you and what I know about you, you have a great foundation. Um, and I know you're doing all of them the best you can. And like you just highlighted, you're feeling healthy. You're
Hmm.
feeling like you can do things and you don't have to think about them quite as much anymore. Like those are huge wins, above anything, such as weight loss or fitting a certain size or whatever. Like those, I would take those wins over like the scale changing.
Yeah, I mean, it's more important to me.
Yeah, yeah. And that's also really important to reflect on for yourself is like, what is the most important thing to me?
Yeah. And feeling healthy is the most important thing to me.
Yeah. And then you have data from, your bones are good. That's
Yeah.
huge. Like, that's so cool. And you're strong as heck. You keep up in the gym, you do long workouts, like, you're going on vacations, you're moving how you mostly want to. Your knee bothers you some, but
Actually, it's, I guess, got another cortisone shot. So it's actually feeling really good.
oh, knock on wood then. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I was surprised. It's like, wow, this one, it feels really good this time.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Cool.
this the knee that you had replaced?
No, it's the other one.
Oh, okay.
I think it's feeling left out.
Sympathy.
No, it's equally as bad as the other one, but we've decided that I would wait until like late November
Hmm.
and get it
Wow.
replaced.
Okay.
Then I'm doing it
Good.
over the winter and it's not messing up my summer.
Hmm.
Good.
That's what I like
Okay.
about my surgeon. They're very conservative and look
Yeah.
at
Mm-hmm.
all the other options before surgery.
Heck yeah. That's a good one. If you can
Yeah,
find someone who removes ego and doesn't want to just do surgery, that's a
I
good one.
know. Because so many of them are like, oh, I can fix that.
I'm going
Mm-hmm.
for a second opinion on my back.
Yeah.
Oh, where are you going?
Mass General.
Oh, good. I think you
Mm-hmm.
should. Everybody should do that.
I agree. Yes.
I'm irritated right now.
Mm.
I have a bulging disc and where they did the fusion and some other stuff that's going on where they did the fusions, plus that one disc that's out part way. And then above where they did it and below where they did it is messed up. And they had me go do a EMG and it came back that I have a pinched nerve, which I knew I did. That's why I have that
Mm-hmm.
tingling in that my right side
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
where I don't have much feeling there. And they told me once I had the EMG, they'd have me come back and we could go over everything. So I didn't hear anything. So I sent them a message and said, "Did you get my results?" I got them. Where do we go from here? And then nothing. So I sent them another question. And then I get a reply back saying, your results went to your primary care physician, so you should take it up with your primary care physician.
Where did you go, Tina?
Okay.
Through Dartmouth, and
That's surprising.
I'm not happy with the guy I've been seeing up there.
Yeah,
Oh,
My
that's too
wow.
bad.
surgeon left, who I really liked, and so I got picked up by this PA who in the neurosurgery department, and I just don't click with him.
Mm, that
Yeah,
matters.
you should definitely go elsewhere.
And
Mm-hmm.
I've been reading reports on him, and they're not good.
Ooh.
So I just kind of like checked him out, checking out
Yeah,
reports on him, and they
I
weren't good.
always do.
Like all of them that I read were exactly how I feel.
Yeah, I always
Huh.
check out new providers.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna check out Mass, and I've heard nothing but good about them. So
Okay.
Hey, your
Yeah,
back
I
isn't anything to mess with.
no,
agreed. I was gonna say that. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I filled out the stuff. I merged my Dartmouth account with them so they can see everything, and gave them permission to get all my information. And their chief surgeon's actually going to look at it, and the neurosurgeon.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
heck
So
yeah.
see
When do
what
you
he
go and do
says.
that?
I'm waiting for him to get the MRI from them, and once he
Oh,
reviews it
yeah.
all, then I will know.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Gosh. I'm really proud of you for, advocating for yourself and doing something like that. I think a lot of people forget that they're a consumer in healthcare. They can go and be
yeah, I mean,
anywhere.
right. I mean, the guy from Dartmouth, his thing was start taking gabapentin again. It's like I don't
Mm,
want to be on anything.
yeah, you worked really hard to get off of all that.
Yeah, now I'm back on it,
Ugh,
and
dang.
it just
Okay.
frustrates me. So,
Mm-hmm. How are you doing with like movement and
um,
all?
I'm doing movement, but it makes me nervous being on that because I hurt, and then I'm like, okay, how much am I really hurting? Because I'm taking that medicine, I don't know if I'm making it worse. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
psychologically, it plays a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm more, walking and stuff like that, trying, but it hurts to walk too. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
kind of a double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
Tina, I had a herniated disc, and
Uh,
it was probably the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my life.
yep,
But
Mm.
the thing they told me to do was walk, even though it
yep.
hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And I did like 6 months of physical therapy, and all of
Mm-hmm.
a sudden one day it just stopped hurting, which is so bizarre.
I've been in therapy a lot.
Yeah, I know this has been going on for a long time.
Yes, years.
And it's so frustrating that you went and had surgery expecting it to be better. And now it's like, okay, that one area is okay, but everything above and below now is
Yeah.
taking the brunt of everything because, you fused this section of vertebrae and it's like, okay, now we got a ton of movement above, a ton of movement below, and it's not taking the force that your body is asking it to, and it just kind of degenerated in that way.
And the
So,
pinched nerve is on one of them that they fused.
oh yeah, you said that. Oh.
It's my L5.
Yeah, those are tough.
So I'm like, okay, so what happens with that?
My guess is they're going to suggest an ablation. They might, well, they'll put you in physical therapy again.
I just got done with
Um,
physical therapy.
oh, really?
Yeah, I just finished it. They can't do any more for me.
Dang. Who are
They're
you
waiting
seeing?
they're waiting to hear back from the EMG and from the doctor.
Mm-hmm. Was that at BMH?
It was through Maple Valley.
Maple Valley?
Yep.
Well, I think you're doing what you can. Keep up with their exercises as long as they don't hurt more.
Yep.
And then, you're working on all the other things that reduce inflammation as well, which is helpful.
Yep.
Might not be the thing that corrects it, but at least it's not gonna make it worse because you're controlling your inflammation. Sleeping
Right.
enough, drinking enough water, moving how you can, eating healthy, all those things are gonna be helpful and supportive.
And I reached out to my insurance through the sword or what, you know what I mean, that thing.
Yep,
And they
yep.
just sent me a tablet for PT for physical therapy through them too. So I'm going to start that up tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get some other eyes on you. I think it's
So
a great
yeah, I'm
idea.
trying everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay. Well, let's talk quickly about the fascia. I know Tina was at the talk last week. Eleanor
Yes.
missed it, but I think a good recap would be good. So I'm just going to kind of read through some things I wrote up to remind you about it because it's really cool. I think what you both have been noticing in news or social media, fascia and lymphatic system is a really big topic. They're starting to do a lot more research, and it's actually a really cool system that we've ignored forever in the books. So, not only like is there mechanical involvement, and what I mean by that is like a muscle and joint, like that's how we talk about the body. That's like a mechanical perspective. You can stretch a muscle, move a joint, whatever. But fascia not only has that property, but also what they're showing is there's a huge nervous system connection to it. And what we know about that is we hold a lot of our emotions and feelings and everything in the nervous system. So they're saying like fascia holds tension, it holds trauma, it holds emotions in different areas. So that's really interesting too. And then when it comes to the lymphatic system, it runs through the fascia. And the lymphatic system is really cool because it is our detoxification system. It's this fluid inside this arterial system. It looks like arteries throughout the entire body, but there's no heart, there's no pump. So you have to be the pump. You have to move your body. You have to move the fascia, which is on top of the muscles, in order to move your lymphatic system. And when your lymphatic system is stagnant, things can build up there and get clogged, and you might get extra fluid there, or swelling, or pain, or stiffness. So it's really, really, really cool information that they're starting to come out with. And we can shift how we think about movement when you're thinking about, okay, I want my fascia to be more mobile. I want my lymphatic system to be flowing so that I can detox and feel good in that way. So it's just a whole new mindset around movement, which is so cool. So I'm just going to read through a little script for you that I wrote up. And yeah, feel free to chime in and stop me. So I'm going to assume the answer to this is yes, but have you ever felt stiff, swollen, or tight?
Mhm.
Yes.
Even when you've gone to physical therapy, you've done the stretching, you've done the exercises, and it's just like, what the hell? Why do I still feel like this? Well, that feeling isn't always about muscles. So, kind of what I was just alluding to. The two important systems of that are the fascial system and the lymphatic system, which play a major role in how your body feels and functions every single day. More important than we ever knew. Fascia is a connective tissue that surrounds and connects everything in your body. So I think I wrote it later, but think of it as like this giant spider web just encasing all of your muscles. It's really, really cool. I don't think either of you have dissected a human before, but as you
Nope.
do, you can see it. It's this like saran wrap spider web kind of material. It's very, very thin, but you can like peel it off of the muscles. Anyways, hopefully you all ate and that doesn't skeeve you out. Um, and it also encapsulates your bones, your organs, and even your nerves. So super connected in all ways to all things in your body. It runs from head to toe. It gives your body structure. It helps actually transmit force and can support your movement. It's not just your packaging, it's also a very active system and it responds to your movements and things that are going on in your environment. So there's that nervous system component too. When your fascia is healthy, it's flexible, allows you to move smoothly and efficiently. But when it becomes tight and restricted due to things like prolonged sitting, stress, injury or repetitive movements, it can lead to stiffness, discomfort, and reduced mobility, and that feeling of feeling stuck or feeling really, really tight that people experience. So again, when you've tried all the things, you've done the things like at a muscle joint level, maybe it's time to look at a fascia level. And that does involve nervous system and that does involve your mental and emotional state. So interesting enough, I've kind of shifted how I work with people in physical therapy because we were taught in school all the mechanical ways to help someone. Look at them, how they move. Oh, that's off. This looks tight. This moves this way. This is strong. This is weak. But we were not taught anything about this. So newly in my practice, I integrate talking a lot about people's mental health, their stress, their emotional, their past traumas, if they're open to talking about it. And gosh, I've been seeing people improve differently than I ever have. And that's been really, really neat. So this information is part of that. So now let's talk about the lymphatic system. This system is responsible for the fluid balance and immune support in your body. It moves the lymph fluid throughout the body, which carries the wastes, the toxins, all the immune cells. And unlike your circulatory system, which has a heart to pump the blood, the lymphatic system does not have its own pump. So instead, as I already mentioned, it relies on your movement, muscle contractions, and even breathing can help the fluid flowing. So this is where the fascia and the lymphatic system connect. Fascia surrounds and supports the lymphatic vessels. If the fascia becomes tight or restricted, it can limit lymph flow. When lymph doesn't move efficiently, it can lead to swelling, puffiness, and that sluggish or heavy feeling in your body. And also, like I just said, the lymphatic system supports your immune system, detoxifies, moves all those cells around. So if it's stagnant, you can actually get sick too. So kind of like, swollen lymph glands, those are areas that might be a little backed up or overworking or swollen from it being on hyperdrive. So if it's getting blocked or stagnant and it's not moving freely, that is going to work harder and you can, help with your sickness to move quicker through you if you support this system. So some common signs that these systems may need support include, again, stiffness, swelling, low energy, brain fog, or just feeling tight even when you're not doing any intense activity. These symptoms are often your body's way of telling you that things aren't moving as well as they could be. So that's the other really cool thing. Eleanor brought up, like, we're talking about hormones and this, that, and the other thing. Sometimes these are signs and symptoms of something further up the chain that are happening. It's just like, okay, now you're able to read and discover that, oh, the hormones are off because I'm getting these signs and symptoms. So interesting enough, sometimes when you have a symptom, it's like, okay, we got to look way up the chain as to what it could be. Is it liver? Is it spleen? Is it, all these other components of you that could be causing this imbalance further down, but it's what you're realizing and recognizing. So it can be frustrating when you go to a doctor and they just like hyperfixate on one thing, where it's like, holy cow, this whole body functions as an entire system. So we have to look at other parts and even just be curious about maybe it is the liver, maybe it is this or that or whatever, just in from a different lens. Curiosity is how we figure things out, to be honest. And listening to you all, you know your body way better. Tina's like, I have numbness and tingling. Hello, something's going on. And I think it's this. And it's like she probably could have predicted what her MRI was going to show before the MRI. Because honestly, if we just listen to you all, we will learn so much. Because you are not a textbook. You are not a textbook either. We can't say, well, it should look like this. Our bodies are much more different than I think we've ever believed. Okay, so the good news is that supporting your fascia and your lymph flow doesn't require anything too complicated. Simple daily habits can make a big difference. Movement is one of the most important. Walking, stretching, or even light bouncing or rebounding can help stimulate lymph flow and keep fascia healthy. Hydration is also key as the fascia needs water to stay elastic and function properly. And since lymphatic fluid is a fluid, you need water and hydration for that as well. So Jen, our guest speaker last week, walked us through a really cool lymphatic flow and fascia supportive, like workout or routine. And she did some bouncing, she did some twisting, she did some moving of the arms in a way that I brought up at the end felt different. And if I were to do it out in front of people, I would probably feel a little uncomfortable because it's different. It's moving your body in a funky way, but in a
Hmm.
way that we don't do. Like there was a lot of twisting and rotation and just like letting things move and hang and flow. We don't do that. We control everything. We're rigid. We're just forward and back type movement pattern people. So the rotation is actually really, really, really important for fascia and lymphatics. Breathing plays a bigger role than most people realize. Deep diaphragmatic breathing helps move lymph fluid throughout the body and helps support relaxation of the nervous system, which again connects to the fascia and has an element of what creates tension in the fascia. So deep diaphragmatic breathing, so simple. Do it anywhere. Do it before your meal, do it before bed. Like people are like, Kayla, all you're teaching is breathing. I'm like, yeah, it's really, really powerful for so many ways. Um, so, when in doubt, just go back to that basic. Do diaphragmatic breathing, down-regulate your nervous system, relax, and just move things around in a different way. The other really cool thing is there are muscles that attach into your diaphragm. So when you use your diaphragm, you're relaxing those muscles. So I love breathing. There are also practical techniques you can use, such as foam rolling or using a ball for soft tissue release, stretching regularly. Something called dry brushing we haven't really gone over. There's evidence that that's helpful. Maintaining good posture throughout the day is helpful because when you have the less efficient posture, it does strain the fascia or the muscles or the tendons or whatever, but fascia too included. And doing some of these techniques, the rolling, the soft tissue release, the stretching, dry brushing, good posture, that can help reduce restrictions and improve overall flow in your body. When fascia and the lymphatic system are functioning well, your movement's going to feel easier. You're going to recover easier. Your recovery will improve. Swelling will decrease, and your energy levels will often be higher because there's not as much sludge and junk and toxins and everything else floating around in your body. When you have those toxins and you're not detoxing well in your body with all the beautiful organs that you have that are supposed to do it, your body will be focusing on that more than recovering and repairing and regeneration. Because it's more important that you get the toxins out than it is to build your muscles or burn the fat. So when you're struggling with those two things, it's like, okay, well, maybe we need to make sure your other systems are being supported so that you can do those efficiently and your body will feel safe to be able to focus on those things. So the key takeaway here is that your body is not just muscles and bones, it's a connected system. When you support movement, hydration, and breathing, you're supporting the systems that function in our body in a very powerful way. Small daily habits can help your body stay flowing rather than stuck, and that can make a big difference in how you feel every day. So, after hearing all of that, like I said, shifting focus away from just gaining muscle or losing fat. It's like, no, I'm going to move my body because it's going to support my lymphatic system, my nervous system, and my fascia. And that's going to help me feel better overall so that all the other things can happen. So that's a cool mindset shift if you're stuck on perseverating on losing weight or gaining muscle or looking a certain way. It's like, no, I'm doing this for other reasons. I'm doing it to feel good. I'm doing it to flow better. I'm doing it for energy. I'm doing it so that I don't have a bunch of junk in my body still. So I thought that was a really cool shift in my thought around movement too.
It kind of reminded me of dancing too, with the movement and
Yes.
stuff.
Yes. Yes, 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 100%. I would love for people just to like feel so good in their body that they just want to get up and move and dance and just kind of be more childlike and less inhibited and more like lose any kind of fear of being judged, but just like feel that flow in your body.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's energizing in itself.
I know I used to do that a lot, but haven't in years, but I've been starting to at work shut the door every now and then and just get up and move a little bit to the music so that, it
Heck yeah.
stretches me a little bit. And when I'm at work, it just helps a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, it's so energizing. And then there's the power of music in itself. Like maybe it's
Yes.
music from your childhood, maybe it's music from a certain happy time in your life.
Yep.
And then you start singing, you start using your diaphragm. It's like, woo,
Hmm.
powerful. Hmm. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be such a structured thing like, oh, I have to do this stretch or that stretch. It's like, no, just go dance and then sing a little. And it's like,
Hmm.
wow, you just hit all the things we just talked about, and then drink a little water and you're good to go.
Yep.
That's, it's so interesting though. It's like, don't you wonder at what point in our lives did we lose that spontaneity of just
Yeah.
moving and having fun?
Mm, yes. I question those kind of things all the time. Like where and when. And I
In
think
our
about the
40s.
kids. Yeah. Yeah. Or even honestly, high school.
Yeah.
I was my least favorite version of myself in high school because I was so insecure. I was like, I wanted to be like, I didn't want to be the goofy kid or the one that got picked on or whatever. But now that I'm this version of me, I find moments in time that remind me of little Kayla before school. And I'm like, wow, that is really cool. I actually enjoy that. That is me authentically as a little kid with nothing holding me back or inhibiting who I actually am deep down. And I can feel that again in this moment in my life. And it's really interesting.
Mm.
In the summer times, I go to a lot of the outdoor concerts at the retreat farm.
Hmm.
So much fun to watch all the little kids running around and dancing and doing
Oh, yeah.
somersaults and not a care in the world.
Yep.
Hmm.
But then there's all these occasionally disapproving adults who are like, "Ugh, they should be sitting down." It's like, no, actually, they should be doing just what they're doing.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Goosebumps. That was really well said. I
Yeah.
agree. And same thing with like we restrict dogs even like, oh, no dogs there, no dogs there. It's like, wait a minute. Like, wouldn't the world be so cool if we could just let things be how they're supposed to be?
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking about that about the beach near me. It's like, okay, no dogs on the beach now. It's like, why? Let them the beach is theirs too. God
Yeah.
put this here, not, it's for
Right.
everyone.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It is crazy. We're so restricted and it's just so sad. It's, oh, when you really dive in and start thinking about it, you're like, my goodness. The other thing I noticed is social media can, or just like groups, and they can create a culture or whatever. And as soon as I start feeling that and I start
Oh my
making,
God.
yeah, if I start putting myself in a little box, I'm like, nope, I'm not going there. I'm not doing that. I'm
Nope.
just like, and I
Me
can
either.
feel it. I can feel it now at this point, which is really cool too. So we're becoming more intuitive with ourselves. It's like, I know who I
Hmm.
am, and I know what doesn't feel right anymore. And I know what feels really good and joyful. And each day I'm looking towards the joy, that direction. Where's the good? It's like actively seeking it
I stay out of things.
for sure.
It's
Way
like I don't
better.
want to. I'm not even going to voice my opinion because it's going to
Mm-mm.
set off 20 different comments.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I also find myself now, I call myself like growing away from some people.
Oh yeah.
You
Yep.
know, I have a vision of what I want my life to look like, and it doesn't include drama.
Hmm.
It doesn't include, I mean, there's certain people that love to just talk about people.
Yes.
And I have no
It
interest.
drives me nuts.
I like to sit at the table and talk about with people who want to make changes and grow things and that type of thing, but
Hmm.
I hate to talk about people.
Mm-mm.
Seems so
Mm-mm.
like middle school.
Mm-hmm. It's very draining to be around
Oh,
that
it
Hmm.
person
is.
too.
It's very tiring.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay with moving away from those people.
Same.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's healthy.
Well, I do
Super.
too, but there was a time that I would have thought, oh, I'm not being a good friend, I should
Mm-hmm.
conform to what they want. And I'm like, you know what? Not anymore.
Nope.
Mm-mm. I agree. I feel that too. It's more obvious too. It's like, woo,
I
negative
think
energy. I feel that.
I think
Yeah.
as we grow older, you pick and choose things that you want to invest in
Yeah, exactly.
and what you
Hmm.
don't want to invest in. And there's
Yep.
so many things that, are not worth your thought process or whatever.
Nope.
I don't I the way I always say is I don't need to have that wasting space in my life.
Yes. Or in your brain, taking up
Yeah.
brain
Yep.
Hmm.
power.
Hmm. Mm.
That's why I always
Beautiful.
like tell my sister, it's like, why do you let that bother you? That's wasting, valuable thought process that you don't need to be wasting on that.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to share something super quick. I was listening to an audiobook and it gave a really good tip. It was like when you are frustrated by someone or you can't stop like being annoyed by them or whatever, take a minute and
Mm-hmm.
write everything you appreciate about them,
Mm-hmm.
which sounds really challenging, but it really shifts your thinking
Mm-hmm.
so much.
I
Oh,
do that. I had a boss that had me do that one time. And ever since
wow.
then, I've done it. Whenever I'm angry with somebody, I try to figure out the good in them.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Or if I'm really mad, I go out of my way to make it so that I'm not mad at them for whatever reason. And it takes more energy to be mad than it does to be happy.
Sure
Oh, yeah,
does.
Way
it
more.
does.
So that's why I'm like, there's no reason I'm not going to say I hate somebody or anything like that. I will say, I may not care for things that somebody does, but I'm still going to be respectful and kind to that person. Be-
Right.
and that took so much off of me by doing that.
Yes. Yep. I agree. It's yes. And then, when someone starts talking about someone, like chiming in is not, ugh, you feel gross after if you do, even
Mhm.
if it, like, I can relate to what Eleanor said. You don't want to be the person who's just like, I don't know, not chiming in or being there. I don't know.
Mhm.
You feel gross after. You're like, why did I say anything? Or why did I not say anything? Or why did I stick
Why-
around for it?
Why'd you get sucked into it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tina, I have a sister I think she lives for drama.
Mhm.
And it's like, I don't need to know.
I have a
Yeah.
brother who doesn't like me.
Oh,
Oh.
we all have
So,
families that are,
oh yeah.
Mm,
yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, he talks all smack about me, but I just I very respectful whenever I see him. I speak to him. I say hi to him. I don't say anything bad about him because it's not I don't need that negative energy in my life.
And it's
That's
not
so
your
impressive.
problem, it's his problem.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yep.
That says so much about your maturity, your character.
Yeah, I just don't need it.
Hmm. I agree. Okay. Before we hit the 8 o'clock point, I just wanted to say that I changed my mind about what I want you to focus on this week. It's going to
Mhm.
incorporate what I was going to have you do, but in a more fun way. So, what I want you to do, your challenge is I want you to find a moment in your day where you just dance.
I love that.
Hmm.
Okay.
Your mission, if you, I'm thinking of
Choose to
Mission
accept.
Impossible.
Yes.
Mission if you accept.
Mission accepted.
Okay.
Most
Yay, isn't that
definitely
fun?
accepted. Yes.
Yes, accepted. The only one here that'll be looking at me crazy is the dog. Like, what are we doing, Mom?
I make
That-
Ella join in. I pick her up and we dance.
I know. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And she just like goes limp. She's like, okay, we're doing this.
Yeah, we're doing
All
that
Love
thing
it.
right.
again.
He likes it.
My mom's
Except,
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
That's a
Uh,
fun challenge.
I
Hmm.
agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was gonna be something like find 10 minutes to walk, stretch, or do light exercise focused on movements that add in rotation. That's literally dancing. So
Yeah.
I'm going to dance tomorrow and Wednesday at work, and the other 2 days, the rest of the week, I'll dance at home.
I love it.
Things I work
And
2 days.
and if you can be super like have some humility, you can go dance out in front of the other people. Even if
Oh,
it's just like
yeah.
a little shimmy, like add a little like pep in your step and people be like, "Huh,
They
okay."
won't. They won't think anything coming from me.
I know, I know. But that's a contagious energy, so
Yes.
maybe
Yep.
it'll spread.
Yep.
Oh, it's good.
Yay. Okay. Any questions, comments?
No, I really liked her last week.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch it. I haven't seen it yet, but I will watch it.
I'm going to
yeah,
watch it again though, and I got to watch the other ones again.
yeah, they're really, really good. And so Jen and I met before I moved to Wilmington. It was funny. I'm in a group called the Tall Tour, and it's basically a community group for people who are a certain height. And it
Oh,
was funny.
cool.
I made a post in there just to like say hi. And it was like an intro post. And Jen and another girl from Wilmington saw that I said I was moving to Wilmington. And they're like, oh my gosh, I live here, blah, blah, blah. When you move here, we should link up. So Jen, the girl who did last week's talk, was one of them. And we met and it was like instant best friend. Like it was
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
amazing. It was so cool. We have so much in common. And yeah, it's just been an incredible connection. And she's so smart. She is just a genuine person. So I'm really glad that she came on here to talk with you all.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, super cool.
Mhm.
So if
Nice.
that like gives you any kind of motivation, like don't be afraid to put yourself out there because you never know what kind of connection you're going to get from it.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. And it made moving, already having a friend was just makes it already feel homey and good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a big move. That's a big step.
It was, yeah, some people call it crazy.
I call it brave.
I
Brave.
call it brave too.
Yeah, it was brave, and I don't give enough credit to it. But when I think back on it, just loading my dog up in my car and hauling a trailer my Subaru had no business hauling for 17 hours by myself, that in itself was the adventure. I tell people I made it on caffeine and prayers. It was so good.
And you love being there, right?
I do. I do.
That's
I
good.
really have felt at home the moment I crossed into the North Carolina line.
That's nice.
Like I had this wave of energy, just like, woo, okay, I feel that. I'm like tearing up, like, oh my God, I did it. I'm
Aw.
here. Yeah, it was cool.
Something I find, of course, I've lived here my whole life, but I feel like our area is depressed in many ways, not just economically and everything, but people are not happy.
They're not
Mm-hmm.
happy.
And it just drags you down.
And
That's
they all
true.
stay stuck.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I go other places and I'm like, oh, it's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
I just don't understand what I call it the small town mentality, but some people and people I know that just can't get out of their own way.
Yeah.
They're stuck in their
Mhm.
negative viewpoints on things. And I'm always trying to learn something new or look for the bright spot in
Mm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it does get
Yeah.
tiring sometimes when
Yes.
you're constantly going up against the negativity.
I agree. I can relate.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm.
That's why you
But
go on vacations.
Yes,
yes,
that's why I
both
love
of
to
you are great
travel.
travelers. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I
The
love to
traveling
talk
is
to
huge.
people. So I mean,
Yes.
talk to everybody when I'm on vacation.
Me,
Same.
me too.
Yeah.
Because you want to learn everything that you can.
Yeah, exactly.
And you never know who you'll meet.
Nope, that's right.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Well, all right. I'm so glad to have spent the evening with you both, and hopefully this felt helpful. And
Yes.
if
Yes.
you need anything, please reach out anytime. But your habit and goal for the week is to dance every day.
Alrighty.
Okay. Can do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Beautiful. Well,
Thanks,
both of you
Kayla.
continue to be healthy and happy and spread that joy to everyone else.
Will
Yeah.
do.
Tina,
All
good luck with
right.
your back.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yep.
Keep us
Bye-bye.
posted.
Will
Yeah.
do. Bye-bye.
Take care. Good night, guys.
Good
Thanks.
night.